Welcome to the NFL. Rookie Daniel Jones taking on the top-ranked defense. It's all going down right here on NFL Network. Giants at Patriots. This is GMFB, and we're live in New York City, just a 3 or 4 hour Acela ride away from the action tonight.
Game day.
Weather's dicey.
Yeah, good.
Get the weather report. All of that settled. Today is October 10th. It is Thursday, and we're here for it, Nate.
We're here for it, Kay. We have an amazing show. At GMFB, our goal is to be a little bit different than any other sports show, but not today. My alter ego is coming out in a segment we're going to call Stack the Box, where it's me in a box and the other three in another 3 boxes. But you're going to love it, all right?
Like Cindy Brady?
Stay tuned.
Exactly.
Okay.
Stay
Sounds
tuned
like a
for
good
that.
segment.
And also, Kay, I'm going to need some fantasy help with my Week 6 lineup.
I've got a feeling I can help you.
You got a feeling?
Yeah,
okay. My mama said the tarot cards are the devil. But you know what? If you're doing it, Kay, you're going to help me with my fantasy team. All right. And also, guys, I've got a Burleson on the Patriots defense. Why they're historic and why they're going to do damage to a young Daniel Dimes.
I'm sorry, you're doing a Burleson on a defense today?
Yeah, Kay, these guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I'm going to break it down the way that only I can.
I love that. It's time for the lead block.
Lead block!
Peter Schrager, Kyle Brett, Nate Burleson, Kay Adams, and Mike Giardi. He's in Foxborough for us this morning. I know it's cold, so thank you for hanging out with us so early. The Giants, they're dealing with a lot of injuries on offense. Their skill players, most of them out. And the forecast, I hear, is looking a lot like wind and rain. What are they saying about rookie quarterback Daniel Jones' ability to handle all of that?
Well, before we get to that, wind, rain, it's supposed to continue throughout the game tonight. Quite frankly, I'm an idiot because I'm freezing right now. I did not bring a big coat. That's on me. As for the injuries, no Saquon Barkley, no Sterling Shepard, no Wayne Gallman, no Evan Ingram. So you're taking Daniel Jones' best weapons and you're putting him on the sidelines. How's he going to deal with this? Well, his teammates say he's cool. Nate Solder, I talked to him earlier this week. He said he has so much poise, and the kid is always working. He's in it all hours of the day trying to get better at his craft, and he has a good manner in the huddle, and it's appreciated by everyone on the team. When I talked to Jabril Peppers, he said, the guy's exceeded my expectations, and I thought he was going to be good, but what he's done thus far has really opened my eyes, he said. And when the Patriots look at him, Devin McCourty was talking about the poise that he shows in the pocket, his willingness to stand in there and take a hit. He said he's really shown strides in that part of his game over these first few weeks, and they're going to have to dial it up for him today at Gillette. Okay?
And on the Patriots side of things, we'll, of course, dig into that. We've got a Burleson from Nate on the defense. Tom Brady tonight can pass Peyton Manning on the all-time passing list with less than 20 passing yards. We'll see if they throw in the conditions up there in Foxborough. Thank you so much, Mike Giardi. We'll get to talking to you. Go get one of those big poncho blanket things from the locker room that Tom Brady always wears on the sideline. Yeah, go. Come on, Stacey James. Go hook him up. Thursday Night Football is tonight, hours from now. Rookie quarterback Daniel Jones has the Giants faithful believing the future's bright in the Big Apple. Tom Brady, though, and the defending Super Bowl champs are out to show the Patriots dynasty is as strong as ever. It's Giants. It's Patriots. Thursday Night Football tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on NFL Network, on Fox, and streaming on Prime Video. A tough task, let's be real here, for Daniel Jones. Coming off a loss to the Vikings at home, he has to go up to Foxborough. Bright lights, bad conditions, facing the top-ranked Patriots defense. There's no moral victories, guys, but can we make an exception for the rookie? How do we define success for DJ tonight?
I would say turnovers. Let's focus on the turnovers. And here's the thing. If you're that Patriots defense, they've been creating turnovers like crazy. I mean, I believe they have 11 interceptions going into this game right here. So if you're Daniel Jones, you're not going to play a perfect game, but you can try to protect the ball as much as you can and have moments. And I mean more good moments than bad moments. Rookies, they struggle, especially against teams like this. But what I would love for Daniel Jones, and I'm speaking from the perspective of a player, if I'm going against greatness, whether it's the defense or Tom Brady on the sideline or looking at Bill Belichick, I want to have moments that I can take for my confidence so I can build going forward. And quite frankly, I want to have stuff that I can put on my highlight tape. And I know it sounds like a very insignificant thing, but if you know the odds are stacked against you, and KB, you can speak to this, if I have highlights versus Tom Brady and the Patriots, you're not going to look back 10 years from now and say, who won that game? Did Tom get the best of Daniel Jones?
It's an estate piece.
No, it is an estate piece. You keep it forever. So Daniel Jones, go ahead and have some moments, man. More good moments than bad.
Craig is getting here.
Well, because the Odell Beckham catch was one of the greatest catches ever. They lost by 30 points to the Cowboys that night. That's what I remember.
We still show it every week.
I know we do, but I would say, A, try to win the game, Nate, not try to just limit turnovers. That sounds like a loser's mentality. And B, strike some fear into the guys they're calling the boogeymen. I don't know if you guys know about this. The linebacker group in New England has given themselves a nickname, Jamie Collins and Kyle Van Noy, the boogeymen. We're 5 weeks into the season.
That's what they came up with?
They've beaten the Dolphins and the Redskins. Here's Van Noy.
So Patriots.
It's definitely not the Mad Men.
Whoever makes the best boogeyman group designed for the linebacker one, he wants T-shirts, we'll put a T-shirt out.
Vanilla Gorilla.
This is very, very premature to me. We're 5 weeks into the season. Van Noy is now naming the guys. We got John Simon. We got Chase Winovich. It's calling out Shalik Calhoun. This is the unpatriot way.
I didn't know they could tweet.
Oh, they tweet and they want T-shirt
They have
submissions.
24 sacks. They deserve to be called something for what they've done through 5 weeks.
They're a nice linebacker core. Are they the monsters of the Midway? I'm not sure. Are they Carl Banks? Are they Harry Carson? Are they Lawrence Taylor? I'm not sure. But if I'm Daniel Jones, enough with the boogeymen and us. We're scared of you. Go out there and give them something to be scared about. Use your legs. Beat Belichick in the X's and O's match, at least in some way, to put a little fear into them. But Patriots giving themselves nicknames 5 weeks into the season. Are we sure Bill Belichick's still in charge over there? What is going on with this?
Scared the boogeyman?
I have no idea what the hell we're talking about at this table right now. It's success for Daniel Jones.
Define it.
Win the game.
That's it.
Guys, this is not some college football money game. This is not Alabama versus Western Carolina, Clemson versus Wofford. Any idea that they can compete and limit turnover? You're a professional quarterback. Who cares? Are the Patriots from Marvel? No, and it's a joke. You know what else is a joke? The Daily News is an absolute joke. Look at this morning. Dear Mr. Belichick, if there is any compassion in your cold, cold heart, please, sir, have mercy. I thought this was New York City. What are we doing here? And I'll tell you something else. Daniel Jones, is there anybody better suited? You're saying that Daniel Jones is tasked with going on the road to play a superior program with superior players in a tough atmosphere. That's life every weekend at Duke. That is what he did in the ACC. He's going to walk in and be like, wow, this is Foxborough? All right, cool. You ever been to Death Valley? Have you ever been to Tallahassee? Because I have. As a freshman, I traveled to South Bend, Indiana, and I beat Notre Dame in their stadium as a freshman, just like I'm a freshman in the NFL right now. So, guys, I'll finish with another quote from another New York coach, because I guess the Giants are just trying to go out there and get hugs. You play to win the game.
What up, Herm?
Hello? Hello? What are we doing here? Giants, go beat those guys. The Redskins, the worst team in the league.
Here we go.
We're beating them last week. They were down 12-7 at halftime.
He's crying.
Do that? I'm pissed off. Pat Shurmur, you've been on a Super Bowl staff. Golden Tate, you won a Super Bowl. Can they keep it close? Get the hell out of my face with that.
Go win the game.
Is this Good Morning High School Football? Is that the show that we're on? I thought it was pro football.
Yeah.
It's a joke. Please take it easy on us. Screw you.
Hours away from kickoff, we'll get to the Patriots side of things. Tom Brady gets to go up against the 30th ranked defense with the Giants.
Nate's shaking his head. Nate, tell me more about limiting turnovers.
Limit the
We're
turnovers.
going to get to the other team in New York, the New York Jets, and Sam Darnold. He will start up. I have a feeling we know who's at number one on the power rankings. They play tonight on NFL Network, but which teams rose to the occasion, which teams fell behind? You can check out NFL Power Rankings presented by Energizer every week only on NFL.com/power rankings. This is Good Morning Football. We are so excited about the Giants to take down the Patriots.
Let's go. Can they keep it close? Can they be competitive? I'll fight anyone who asks that question. I will, right now. Let's do it.
Will Selva out in the newsroom in Culver City this morning. Kyle will fight you.
That's right. Don't ask it, Will.
KB is fired up. The question is, will the Giants give you your request and have Eli Manning come in maybe like in the third quarter for a little bit? That's what we need.
I got thoughts on that later in the show, too. I do.
Oh,
I got to
okay.
take.
Can't wait for that. That's what we call a tease in the business. I love it. All right, we got some news for you right now. This bit of news will do nothing to quell the what's wrong with Todd Gurley crowd. Gurley's name appearing on the Rams injury report with a left thigh injury. It kept him from practicing on Wednesday. Head coach Sean McVay saying the running back is day to day. McVay admitting this injury caught the team off guard. NFL Network's Steve Weish reporting the Rams were aware of the soreness, but everyone, including Gurley himself, did not anticipate the pain to be lingering as long as it has. Now, another high-profile running back is dealing with an injury. For Christian McCaffrey, it's his back. McCaffrey did not practice on Wednesday as a result. The NFL's leading rusher suffering the injury when he flipped onto his back in the end zone in the win over the Jaguars. And McCaffrey and Gurley weren't the only ones sidelined by an injury. You're sensing a theme here. David Johnson dealing with a back injury himself, although he did some work on the side during the Cardinals practice on Wednesday. Head coach Cliff Kingsbury saying they'll monitor Johnson this week. It's still unknown if he'll be able to play against the Falcons in Week 6. In non-running back injury news, Jaguars cornerback Jalen Ramsey returning to practice Wednesday on a limited basis. Ramsey dealing with a back injury that forced him to miss the past 2 games. Ramsey saw a back specialist in Houston on Monday at the behest of the team. It remains to be seen if he'll be ready to play against the Saints. We'll need to see how the back holds up. Hopefully he's out there so we can see him match up against Kent guard Mike. That would be something we do not want to be deprived of, but we'll have to keep an eye on the back.
Well, I mean, we're, of course, rooting for Marv versus Mike.
Oh, yes. Michael Thomas can catch Marvin Harrison this year. All-time record, 144 catches. He needs 9 a week, and he's on pace.
He's leading as far as receptions are concerned with 45 so far this season. Thank you so much, Will. Let's talk Jets here. We're in New York. We're talking Giants, Patriots all day, leading up to kickoff to Thursday Night Football right here on NFL Network. But halfway through the third quarter of Week 1, let's remember back to what the Jets looked like, right? They looked like the playoff team that many thought would be heading into this 2019 season. They were up 16-0 on the Bills, who have been tremendous this season. Everything was going their way. And since then, not so much. Not much has gone right. And they'll get a big boost this week, though, with the return of their quarterback. And Kim Jones has more on Sam Darnold.
Good morning, Kay. As Le'Veon Bell looks to again see Sam Darnold in the offensive huddle, he said that Darnold doesn't have to be Superman when it comes to playing against the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday. But it was clear being in the locker room where there were a whole lot of smiles that everyone is thrilled that Sam has returned.
Very excited, to get, more players back on the roster that we need, and that's truly valuable to the team. Obviously, Sam is probably one of the most valuable players on the team, being a quarterback. So it's going to be fun. You know what I'm saying? Got out there and practice with him again today. It was exciting. I'm ready. He's a quarterback. He's a guy who's really going to touch the ball every play, getting guys in position, throwing the ball downfield, just getting the playmakers the ball. So it's going to be fun, and obviously he's going to make his fair share of plays. So it's going to be fun.
The Jets probably missed Darnold most on third down. Without him over these past 3 games, they converted just 5 of 40 attempts, lowest in the league over that span. Adam Gase, who calls the offensive plays, says now with Darnold, the entire playbook opens again. That's another bonus to getting his starting quarterback back.
5 of 40. That is a staggering number on third down. Sam Darnold is back. Shrakes, this is a team that had high expectations all offseason, getting some free agents. Do you feel like this could be a fresh start for them? They do have a tough matchup against the Cowboys.
Yeah, look, the Jets are on the brink of maybe 1 or 2 more weeks where we never speak about them again on the show, and that's what we call irrelevant world. Yeah. And we're almost there. We're inching towards it. Darnold returning gives us a little bit of life, but we need it. There needs to be something because this team has a historically bad start to the season, and they're historically bad at the start of these games. If you guys look at first half touchdowns in the league, there's a bunch of good teams. There they are. Ravens, Chiefs, Packers come out of the game. They look ready to go. Then there's the Jets. That's through 5 weeks of the season. They have 1 first half touchdown. 1. Darnold's been gone all this time. We've seen backups in Jacksonville put up points. We've seen backups in Pittsburgh put up points. The kid in Carolina, who was an undrafted free agent, has managed to rattle off 3 wins. Without Darnold, this team absolutely was in the tank. So now you get Darnold back. Chris Herndon's probably out now with the hamstring. It's not all your pieces, but at least there's some relevance. I think I can watch the Jets this week. The last few weeks, it's been impossible to watch the Luke Falk show coming into these games.
It's been a sigh of relief for us, too. We're excited about the Jets, and I think if you respect Adam Gase and you look at him as this great offensive mind and play caller, Adam Gase with Luke Falk it's like Daniel Day-Lewis doing a scene with David Hasselhoff. It's not right, all right? So I have one barometer by which I gauge the Jets' mojo and Adam Gase's mojo. Poker players have a tell. Teddy KGB had the Oreos. Adam GASC has the shoulder. If you've watched this all fall season,
it's been a while.
You know what Adam Gase is feeling? He does his press conference, and he's here. He's swagger. This is his power sense. The shoulder goes way up, and I've traced it all the way back to his time at Chicago. So after the mono announcement comes out, and Sam Darnold's going to be out, or 14, as Gase calls him, let's take a look at how Adam Gase looked at the press conference. This is back in early September. Here's Adam Gase September. Just flat as a board.
Sullen.
It's sullen. You could play billiards on top of his shoulders, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, would you like to see Adam Gase yesterday with Sam Darnold coming back at his press conference? Yeah! Look at that Matterhorn way up there. And he had the sound bites to match. He said everyone's excited. He said Sam's an eraser. If I make a terrible call, he can fix it on the fly. They haven't had that for 5 weeks. Guys, the stock for the Jets is finally back up. And so is the shoulder. Yeah. That's all you need to know about gangrene is this thing right here. Adam Gase, we see you, buddy. Go get him.
Speaking of that eraser, I want to know what's on that chalkboard. What are you calling to help this offense get going? Robbie Anderson, where are you? You are the guy that can take the top off any coverage. We're talking post routes, 9 routes, anything that can open up that defense. We need you to do that. The last couple weeks, they haven't even got going. Robbie Anderson, 27 yards over the last couple of games. We need to take shots downfield. And speaking of shots, Jameson, Crowder.
Hey, baby.
We brought you over from Washington. In that first game, you remember that first week? You mentioned the first week, Kay. 14 catches, 99 yards. Targeting, using his athletic ability. Last couple weeks hasn't been that. So with Sam Darnold back, I expect to see shots downfield and also him getting outside the pocket because last season he got comfortable once he started using his legs along with that arm.
I don't want Jets fans to be thinking draft order. You know, I don't want them to be thinking whatever. Now you've got Sam back, and there needs to be a level of confidence his fan base has and what he's going to look like the rest of this season to go into his third year as the franchise quarterback kicking. I know this injury, this mono, all of this has not been good, losing Mosley, all of that. But you've got some nice games coming up. You've got the Dolphins, you've got the Redskins, you've got the Bengals. Those are winnable games. Show us what you got. I want to see them go on a run with Sam Darnold to give everybody some confidence.
Absolutely. And what better way to do it than beating America's team? The Cowboys are coming in here. They're limping into this game, too. Like, if the Jets beat the Cowboys, that is not only a confidence booster for the Jets, but what's it mean for the Dallas Cowboys moving forward with everyone picking them apart as well? It's a good one.
It's been tough for Donald, too. You know, his reputation coming out of USC is just all ball, very serious, all into it. He's been turned into a joke for the last month. Not only the mono jokes. You know, ESPN runs the pointing graphic, and there's a million memes about it because he got sick and he's been standing there for a month doing nothing. I'd like to see how he responds to this because I think he has a lot to prove. I think he needs to get his swagger back, his reputation, all that. He's been a joke to no fault of his own, so I hope he goes out and proves it.
But he also needs to, he needs to prove that he's the guy going forward. So we'll see if him and Gase can do that. We're excited to see the Jets take on the Cowboys. We're also excited to see what the Browns can do to